If you know deep down that you're meant for greatness, but you find yourself quitting at every slightest failure because of the outcome that you expect, then you need to learn how to detach. Honestly, I had to learn this the hard way because I realized that a lot of us are not inconsistent because we are lazy. We are inconsistent because we are too attached to immediate results, instant gratification. You want it now. And the moment that we don't get the reassurance, the validation, the views, the text back, the money, we crash out and we get discouraged, so we quit. And we're not trying to be quitters over here, which is exactly what today's episode is all about. So yeah, welcome to Iza Plans Podcast, where we are building our mindset and becoming the best version of ourselves and also figuring out life together in real time. I started this podcast like a week ago, and in my head, because of the value that I gave in the first episode, I thought this is really going to do numbers. I expected way more views than I got. And for a moment, I felt myself getting discouraged because when you attach yourself to outcomes or results, you start measuring your worth and your progress through all of these immediate outcomes. But then I had to remind myself that momentum takes time. And instead of obsessing over why is this not blowing up immediately, I decided to focus on how I can stay consistent and also improve on my strategy to build something meaningful over time. And honestly, the mindset shift actually changed how I look at everything. I saw a quote recently that said, you need to make it exist first and then make it better. And it is not just in career, it is also in relationships. If someone ghosts you, stays inconsistent, or doesn't show up the way you expected, you start to feel emotionally attached. Suddenly, your emotions are everywhere because you are attached to a specific outcome. And I am learning to stop centering my emotional stability around other people's actions. You need to start applying the let them theory by Mel Robbins. Let them. If anyone wants to ghost you, let them. If they don't want to give you the job, let them. If something is not working out for you, let it not work out. Something better will come, because attachment can quietly make you anxious, obsessive, and even get you distracted from your own life. And sometimes attachment is not about not caring. It's about trusting that whatever is meant for you will naturally align with you without you having to force, chase, or lose yourself in the process. And this also applies to other areas of your life, like your fitness. Imagine going to the gym and checking yourself out every 5 seconds. You will literally go insane. Growth usually looks boring before it becomes impressive. And I think that people actually quit too early because they want the immediate results, like they want it now. So when they don't get it, they just give up. Here are the 3 secret steps to detaching and getting everything that you want in life, whether it be your goals or relationships or whatever. Here's how to detach completely and have peace of mind. So, the first step in the ISA framework is to identify what exactly is it that you're obsessing over that is making you have emotional tantrums and like you just want to quit whatever it is that you're doing because you're not seeing the result that you want to get. Because sometimes you're not tired of the work, you're tired of the fact that you're not seeing results immediately. You're tired of obsessing over whether it is working or it is not working. So, you need to identify where your attachment is, affecting your emotions, and also you need to detach from the outcome, because attachment usually creates inconsistency, it creates anxiety, burnout, emotional instability, and even fear. So after that, you need to change the mindset around the thing that you're attached to and tell yourself that if it is meant for me, it will come to me, and if it is not meant for me, then I will get something better. The next step is to zero in. You need to stop obsessing over the outcome and start focusing on the process. Let me say that again. You need to stop obsessing over the outcome and start focusing on the process. Because the truth is, you can't control people, you can control timing, you can control the algorithm, you can control instant results. But you can control your consistency, your habits, your efforts, your mindset, and your discipline. Instead of focusing on the results, you start focusing on the actual plan and doing the thing, even if it is not working out. Learn from the mistakes, keep doing it till you get it right. And that's where the peace start coming from, when you stop asking yourself, is it working, and start asking yourself, how is this process making me better? Most people don't realize that detachment is so important when you're trying to build a personal brand or career. Because if your motivation depends on views, likes, money, and all of that, then you quit way before you can even build momentum. And I realized that the people who succeed are not the people that are the smartest, or they are the ones that stayed consistent long enough. And the last step is to align. The secret to getting anything that you want in life is becoming the type of person that detaches from the outcome and attracts the life naturally without obsessing over every little result. You need to align yourself with peace instead of desperation. I would like to run that back, but no, you got the point. You have to continue showing up. You have to continue improving yourself. You need to continue building your life and continue taking care of yourself without allowing temporary outcomes define your identity. The more I became detached from chasing validation, the more emotionally balanced and confident I feel. So if there's one thing I need you to remember, it's this: detachment is not giving up. It's doing the work without letting the outcome emotionally control you. It's trusting that delayed results do not mean failure. And honestly, a lot of us will enjoy more if we're not obsessing about where we are trying to get to. If we decide to romanticize life and, just enjoy who we are becoming along the way, along the journey. Maturing is realizing that the more you attach yourself to immediate results, the more discouraged and anxious you will feel. And the more you focus on consistency, the process, your alignment, the more peaceful you will feel. So if you're in a season where things are not really happening as quickly as you expect them to, this is a reminder to not quit on yourself early. Start romanticizing the process and master delayed gratification and detachment. So after this episode, I want you to ask yourself, what would change in my life if I stop obsessing over the outcome and start focusing more on the process? Will my life get any better? Will I have more peace? And will I stay consistent? Yeah, you will definitely stay consistent. Anyways, we've come to the end of the podcast. Thank you very much if you've listened to this point. And yeah, this topic is actually one that is very, very, very important to me, which is why I shared it. And I hope that this touched somebody. By the way, the Iza Plans framework will be launched soon. So thank you very much. And I will let you guys know if you want to join my community, send me a DM. See you in the next episode. Mwah.